Welcome to the Mortgage Podcast, where we give tactics, strategies, and inspiration to get you to 10 plus loans per month. We talk a lot about how to make a ton of money in mortgage while also being happy and thriving in your personal life. If you want to be a mortgage millionaire, you're in the right place.
Hello, beautiful loan officers. It's Todd Screamo. Welcome back to the Mortgage Podcast. And have a fun topic today. It's a strategic way of explaining sales called the 5 ways to find clients. It's very simple, and I think it's something we can all relate to. So think about it like this. When I first got in the business, my mentor said, Todd, don't do refis, just go see realtors. Again, long time ago, but I was like, okay, I'm just going to go do that. So I just called on offices. I cold called people. I had an appointment setter set me up with appointments, and I just saw a bunch of people. And he was right. I did really well. After the second year working for this company, out of 44 loan officers, I was number 3 or 4. So I did really good, really fast. And I just saw realtors. The problem was the next level meant more. I didn't have balance in my business, and I was too one-sided on realtors. So eventually, I learned how to go after clients in a better way. And I'll tell you one quick story. I was in the business about 7 years. I never marketed to my past clients, ever. I know that's dumb, but I was dumb. I was a dum-dum. So finally, I was being coached, and the coach said, hey, if you don't mail to your past clients within a month, you're going to pay me a $3,000 fine. So that gave me the push I needed. I hired a kid from outside, just someone I found on the internet, and paid him, I think it was $2,000 to set up my database and to do the first mailing and to get it to a mail house. So I did it. I beat the time frame. I sent out a letter, hard mail, and I closed 5 loans from that mailing. 5. I had about 20 people call me, and 5 actually turned into applications that closed. So that shocked me. I was like, hey, dummy, you just made $25,000 for sending out a piece of mail. And the total cost of the mailing and all that to keep it going was like $600 a month. So that was such an epiphany to me. I couldn't believe it. And so we're going to talk about 5 different areas we can find clients. And then we're going to talk about how to add one to your business. Let's talk about this. Okay, here's a visual. For those of you that can't see this, you can go on YouTube and you can see this visual, and it's probably worthwhile to do that. So the first one that we all hate is cold outreach. So that is cold calls, that is emails, that's direct DMs, hundreds of calls and thousands of emails per month is how I say it. That's cold outreach. Now, a lot of people say, Todd, cold calls don't work. You're wrong. I have thousands and thousands and thousands done a month, and it is a major source of business. So cold outreach does work. The second way to get clients is affiliate referrals. So this is realtors, financial planners, maybe an investor, and they know people who need loans, so they send you referrals. That's a great one. That's what realtors were for me, well, my whole career as a loan officer. Affiliate referrals, okay? A realtor sends you 1 or 2 or 3 clients a week or a month, okay? That's affiliate referrals. Home builders are part of affiliate referrals. Next is paid ads. I am personally just working on this for the Jolt process that we use. We have an experiment happening in 2 weeks that I'm super excited about using AI bots, but I'm really excited about this one. I feel like as private mortgage bankers and brokers, we need to learn this one so that we can compete with the online lenders. So it's kind of been a pet project of mine that I'm taking very seriously this year and next year, and I'm going to figure it out. I do not think it'll be easy, okay? But currently, I don't do that now. Next is inbound. So we have someone from social media or a podcast or YouTube, and they reach out to you and they're like, hey, I hear you do mortgage loan. Hey, I hear you do reverse mortgages. Hey, I hear you do jumbo loans. I need to talk to you. Okay. So that would be inbound. The last one is clients bring you more clients. So this is your past clients either coming back to you for a mortgage loan or they're sending you a referral. So that are the 5 different ways of obtaining clients. I would say most people that are listening to this, I would say most of them just deal with affiliate referrals and their past clients. I would say the other client that was listening to this podcast is maybe they're buying leads, like trigger leads, which would fall under paid ads. Okay, you're paying for leads. All of these are fine. I've seen people make a lot of money doing all five. I think the most effective in the loan business is affiliate referrals first, past clients second, cold outreach third, then inbound, then paid ads. That's the order I would put them in the mortgage industry. When we do this right, we're going to get a bunch of appointments with all of these people, 15 to 30 a month, and we are going to turn those people into accounts that send us people. When you get to closing 10 loans a month, that's 40, 50 grand a month. And the four areas that I work on most is realtors, past clients, investors, and financial planners, in that order. Just to give you an example, I had one of our clients get 3 loans this week because we're using Jolt to call his past clients. And he got 3 loans. I had another guy text me yesterday that he had a past client that moved to Virginia. He didn't call our loan officer because he didn't think he was licensed in Virginia, and he was. And he canceled the loan where he was doing it, and he is now doing a loan with my loan officer. I had a client meet with an investor last week that owns 600 single-family homes, and he needs to sell them all the time and buy some all the time. That's a big account that will mean a ton of business. We cold called a realtor in a small town. This is about 3 weeks ago. Loan officer drove an hour to go meet him. He just was the realtor in this small town. I mean, when I say small town, the town's 25,000 people. He closed 100 transactions the last 12 months. He met with her one time, said, "You're my lender. There's no one good in my area. I'm done working with him," and sent her 3 closings. So cold outreach works, okay? So there's a lot to all this, but those are the 5 ways that we can obtain business. I think that when you think about this, most of you listening to this are good in one area. You have a choice. You either go deeper in that one area and get even better at it. There's nothing wrong with that. Or you can also add an area. So give an example. If you're like me and you've been doing loans, say a loan officer's been doing loans for 12 years, but you never really marketed to past clients. You never really called them. You never really had a couple parties a year. You never did any of that stuff. I would encourage you to do that, because you'll get a lot of bang for your buck right there. If you just stay in touch with your past clients and develop a little bit of relationship with them, that will mean 2 or 3 closings a month. I coach a guy right now. He closed 72 loans last year and 52 closings from past clients last year. 2024 is what we're looking at. But yet, you'll have a lot of people in mortgage that'll be like, "Todd, past clients don't work. That really's not a thing." It is. He's just worked on it. He sends them a birthday card and a cupcake. He has 2 parties a year, and he calls 3 a day. That's what he does. And he's been doing it that way for 15 years. Anything works if you do it well and you do it consistently. So that's the 5 different ways of getting clients. I want you to either go deeper in the one you got or add one area. Don't try and add all 4. Just try and add one area. So one of those 2 choices. If I'm really good with realtors and man, I'm killing it, it's 80% of my closings, I'm going to go deeper with realtors. Or if I'm already going super deep with realtors, which are affiliate referrals, I may add past clients. Or I may add a full-time dialer to get me more appointments. You can buy lists. So I'll give an example, just to open your brain a little bit. You can buy a list. I just bought one in a state. There's 17,000 homeowners that have 40% equity, and they have at least $50,000 in consumer debt. So I got a list of 17,000 of them, scrubbed against the do not call list. I could hire a full-time person just to call those people, and he'll get me 2 or 3 loan apps a day. That's an example. That list cost me about either $1,400 or $1,500. I would pay someone to call them. I'd probably find someone that wanted to get into sales, was super energetic. I would give them a really good script, and I'd just say, "This is what you're doing for the next 4 months." And I'd pay him minimum wage, plus for every appointment that he got me, I'd give him $20. So if you just think of ways that you can add one section where you aren't doing most of the work. If you're doing most of the work, you probably won't do it because you're probably already pretty busy, okay? Or there's some reason that you're not doing it. So find a way to add another area, but you don't try and do everything. You just do the meetings. That's the goal. Okay. So that's the 5 way of getting clients. If you like this, send it to a friend, send it to a loan officer, maybe send it to a realtor. It can help them. I would really appreciate it. It's how this stuff grows. And I do this for free because my mission is to get you to 10 plus closings a month. I dream of that for every single one of you. And there's not a person listening to this that couldn't do that. I am positive. Okay. Have a beautiful day.